Alright, what's up, familia? Welcome inside the Big Rig. Hope you guys are doing good. Keep in between the lines. Got your load secure. A little bit on a rough road here, but it's all good, man. Welcome to Adelanto, California. Shout outs to the high desert. Adelanto is in San Bernardino County. Known in a place called known as the High Desert. Glad we're out of that. Alright, so I actually had a homeboy that lived up here once upon a time in Adelanto. And we're just passing through one piece of Adelanto because Adelanto does covers a lot of land. It's not like one super small, tiny little town. It is pretty spread out. I think the population of Adelanto is somewhere around 35,000. So, you know, it's it's a nice little size of a town, man. You know, up here it does get pretty windy. Whenever the wind picks up, man, does it get windy. The high desert has grown a lot. In the last 25 years. Hell, in the last 20 years. I mean, it's just blown up, man. Businesses, homes have been built all over the high desert. I've known people that have moved up here. Like I said, one of my homeboys actually moved to Adelanto, where most people, at least that I know, don't move to Adelanto. They'll move to the high desert, but not Adelanto though. Not this town. This town right here is a little bit more deeper into the high desert. You know, it's a little bit more hidden, I guess I should say. When people think of the high desert, Adelanto is not really the first place that comes to mind, even though that right there, that's their minor league ballpark right there. The high desert consists of just a bunch of different towns, man, up in the desert. You got Hesperia, you got Apple Valley, Barstow, Adelanto. You know, you got just so many different spots. Yermo and Oak Hills, which is a little small spot. Victorville, which basically is the one that's known the most, and I believe it's the biggest city in the high desert, Victorville. I believe it is definitely the most popular. When you're coming up the freeway, the 15 freeway, that is. That's not the first place you hit. You actually hit Oak Hills first, but Victorville is definitely the most popular, where it seems like all the action is at. Adelanto's a little bit off of the ways from the freeway. If you guys see all the houses out there. I remember when my homeboy Dreamer moved up here to Adelanto. I told him, I said, hey, our friendship's gonna change, homie. Because I ain't gonna be coming up here on a regular basis, dog, to come visit you. Okay, it's not just down the street, homes. So I came up one time when he lived up here. I came up. He had a Halloween party at his pad, and I came up for that. Fun time, good time. I spent the night at his pad. But that was it, man. And he was up here for a few years. He wasn't up here that long, but I don't know. I thought was up here for maybe about 5 years. And then he decided to move. He moved to Colton. So yeah, because this is quite a drive, man. If you don't live anywhere up in the high desert. Speaking on that, the high desert. If anybody's watching this from the high desert, give me the 411, homie, because I'm not really too sure. But I do remember that there was a lot of talks of changing the name of the high desert to something else. I'm not really sure what it was. I don't remember. I don't know if it was like Springs, Desert Springs. I don't really remember what they're looking to change it to. Not the city of Adelanto, but just the whole area of the high desert. They wanted to change the name from high desert to something else. I don't remember what it was. I wonder whatever happened with that. Something Springs, I believe. For one reason or another, Springs comes to mind. I don't know if they're thinking Desert Springs or something like that, man. But there was definitely talks of changing. You guys can see everything that's going on over there. We're over here like on the major highway, so yeah, there was some real talks on changing the name of the area from the high desert to something else. I'd like to know whatever happened with that. Did they ever change the name? For, from what I understand, everyone still calls it the High Desert. So I got no idea. Maybe they did change the name, and just I don't hear anybody calling it by its new name. Maybe they just scrapped that idea. They just canned it and said, "Chales, we'll just stick with the High Desert." Maybe people that actually live here didn't want to change the name. This how it rolls. It's like it's all residential. At least the part that I've been to, like where my homie lived, it's all residential. All residential. And then you got to drive out of the residential area and come to, one of these shopping centers if you want to get anything. There's no little store down the street that you could walk to. Like where I live, I could walk. Things are around me. It's not like it's residential 100% all, just together right there, and then you got to drive out of there to come and hit stores and stuff. I could walk from my pad to a store if I wanted to, or to grab a couple of tacos or anything. But yeah, that's about it. Once we cross the street, that pretty much will be the end of Adelanto. But yeah, there you guys have it. Just thought I'd show you guys Adelanto again. I'm not able to show you guys all of Adelanto. We're just on one road. The town is pretty spread out, so there's a lot more to see. Like I said, it's a town of city of 35,000, so it's got something going for itself. And the High Desert, if it's still called the High Desert, I hope somebody gives me the 411 on that. But I will say that it has grown in the last 20 years, man. Maybe a little bit more than that. It has definitely blown up. To see where it's at today, once upon a time people were like, man, ain't nobody moving up there, what the hell, Chales, but man, where it's at today, it has definitely grown. And man, they got their own thing going on up here. So there you guys have it. Hey, with that, familia, I'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys be good. Vale pues.